Muhammad for our Nasheed show. So Alhamdulillah, you know what? It's been an amazing few weeks at Ramadan Radio, Ramadan FM for this Nasheed show. But you know what? We're back for the final week. Let's see how many calls we can get, inshallah. Let's see how many people we can get on the radio today. So the number for the studio is 0116 4822 Let's see who we can get on, inshallah. So let me see. So you know what? I'm gonna start off with the quote of the day, which I do not have prepared, but inshallah that will come on in a few minutes time. But you know what? It's been absolutely amazing. Today I think is the 24th or 25th of Ramadan. MashaAllah. You know what? That is absolutely amazing. So many days have gone by already, and Ramadan is on the verge of ending. But you know what? We may not see the next Ramadan. So whatever days we have left, whatever time we have left, make sure you use it wisely, especially in these last 10 days. You know what? Try finding Laylatul Qadr, inshallah, and let's see. You know what? The reward for Laylatul Qadr is absolutely amazing. Imagine donating £1 and getting the reward for 1,000,000 years. Wow, that is absolutely mesmerizing. So take this chance. Do not lose this chance, mashallah. But you know what? Where are the calls? This is probably like this should be the busiest show now because we're on the last week. Although I know it's school and you guys are probably, you little kids are coming back from your school or going to madrasa. But you know what? It's time for a call. Do we have a call? Inshallah. Let's take this call. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
And who am I speaking to?
Hafsa Ahmed.
Hafsa Ahmad. And how old are you, Hafsa?
8 years old.
8 years old. And what will you be reciting for us today?
A Nasheed.
A Nasheed, you can start when you're ready, inshallah.
अल्लाह तू बवा है महबूब है खुदा है मोहताज सब है तेरे तू सबका आसवा है दिन पर तेरा उजाला सब पर तेरी दया है फानी हिसाब आलम एक तुझको ही बका है हम दो सुना कवे हम ये भी तेरी अता है अल्लाह तू बवा है महबूब है Finished.
MashaAllah. That was amazing, Hafsa. I really, really enjoyed that, MashaAllah. Would you like to give salams to anyone?
Yes, you and everybody who's listening.
Insha'Allah. Salams from me and everyone in the studio. Jazakallah for calling. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam.
So, mashallah, that was Hafsa, 8 years old. Let's see who we have coming on next onto the Nasheed show, inshallah. Do we have a call? Let's take it, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
And who am I speaking to?
Zahra Giraj.
Zahra Giraj. And what will you be reciting for us today?
Third kalima.
Third kalima, inshallah. And how old are you, Zahra?
5.
5 years old. You can start when you're ready, inshallah.
Third kalima. Subhanallahi walhamdulillahi wa la ilaha illallah wallahu akbar wa la hawla wa la quwwata illa billahi aliyyil azim. Glory be to Allah, all praise be to Allah, there is none worthy of worship except Allah. Allah is the most high and most great.
Wow, mashallah, that was amazing. I really, really liked how you got the meaning into that as well, mashallah. And is your sister going to pray?
Can I do salam?
Yeah, go on, go for it. Who would you like to give salams to?
My mom, my dad, my sister, my nanny, and everyone who's listening.
Inshallah. Jazakallah so much for your call. You can pass it on to your sister now, inshallah.
Wa alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. And how am I speaking to Layla?
Yeah.
Wow, and you are 2 years old, is that right?
Yeah.
Wow, and are you going to recite Hasbi Rabbi?
Yeah.
Inshallah, you can start when you're ready.
Rabbi, Rabbi, Nasheed, baby, yeah, yeah.
MashaAllah. That was amazing, Layla. MashaAllah. Very, very nice. Would you, you want to give salams to everyone? Inshallah. Salams from me and everyone in the studio. Jazakallah for calling. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So, mashallah, let's see who we have coming on next to the Nasheed Show. Keep those calls coming in on the number 011648228086. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
And who am I speaking to?
Hassan Nazir.
Hafsa Nazir.
Yes.
And how old are you, Hafsa?
My name is Hassan.
Hassan Nazir.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, Hassan. How old are you, Hassan?
7.
7 years old. And you called on Friday, isn't it? So yesterday as well, isn't it? Or Friday?
Yes.
Oh, wait, was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday, isn't it? MashaAllah. And what will you be reciting for us today?
The ones in Islam.
Inshallah, you can start when you're ready.
Muharram, Safar, Rabi al-Awwal, Rabi al-Thani. These are the months in Islam. Jamaat al-Ula, Jamaat al-Ukhra, Rajab and Shaban. Ramadan and Shawwal. Dhul-Qa'dah and Dhul-Hijjah. These are the months in Islam.
MashaAllah, that was absolutely amazing. MashaAllah, really, really enjoyed that. And would you like to give salams to anyone?
The whole Ummah.
The whole Ummah. Salams from me and everyone in the studio. Jazakallah for calling. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So, mashallah, you know what? That was absolutely amazing. Keep those calls coming in. You remember, this is the final week of the Nasheed Show. We will not be here next week because there will be no Ramadan next week unless you guys are having a Ramadan extension, which I don't think so exists. But, inshallah, you need to call in because this is the final week. And after this, there will be no more calls. Yeah, inshallah, you know what? I'm getting some people who wanted to call in from the studio. Bring those calls coming in, inshallah. I'm ready, inshallah. Let's see who we can get on the radio today. The call-in number for the studio is 011648228086. Now, let's go on to the quote of the day. So today's quote is, Allah is closer to you than your jugular vein. Did you know that? That's a fact as well. You know what? It's a fact. Now, before you go search your jugular vein is on your neck. You know what? On your neck, this is your main vein, the vein that carries the blood all around your body, and the most fast pumping vein that you have in your body. And you know what? This is one of your main veins in your body. Just a bit of science for you there. But you know what? And in this quote, you know, Allah says to you that He is closer than you than your jugular vein. And you know how close your jugular vein is? Right there. It's as close as possible to you. But Allah is even closer. Imagine that. You know how close Allah is to you? So close that you can't even imagine. So, mashallah, you know what? You take this as a reminder that, you know what? Allah is with you at all times. Never feel that you're alone. If you're ever in hardship, you know what? Allah is always with you. He's close to you. And remember that Allah is watching you all the time. So remember, if you're doing some bad stuff, make sure you stop it because Allah is watching you. And if you have fear of Allah, then you will not do it because you know that Allah is watching you. You know, when just a bit of some knowledge. You know, when you go into school, some of you children, when you go to school, and when your teacher goes out the classroom, then you become naughty, isn't it? Because your teacher isn't watching you. But you know what? Allah is watching you. And that, like that, you know what? When your teacher starts watching you, then you become all behaved. And just like that, you know what? Allah is there all the time. He's watching every single action that you do. So make sure whatever you do, you be careful and you fear Allah and be good, inshallah. So let's see who we have coming onto the studio today. Call in on the number 011648228086. You know what? It's absolutely amazing that we're having no calls. We're not having no calls. We've had around 4 people who have called in. But you know what? We need more. We need more. You know what? This is the busiest show on Ramadan FM. And we need to flood it with as many calls as possible. But then what happens is that at the end, we get so many people calling in, and the waiting list for the calls goes to 8, 9, 10 people on one call. And then I can't take all of your calls. So it's, you know what, I really don't want that. I really want all of you to put your entries into this week's final prize draw for this Ramadan. You know what? Ramadan is nearly finishing. You know what? We don't have much time left. So make the most of it while you can, inshallah. Bring those calls on the number 011648228086. Let's see how many people we can get on to the radio today. I'm missing many of our famous legends who always call in. You know what? We've got many people who have, slowly died down. They haven't been calling anymore. But, you need to call in just a bit of information. As far as I know, last week we had a winner, or not last week, the week before that. Let me just see the winners for last week. Zahra Girach, you are one of our winners. Make sure you collect your prize if you haven't done so. Also, who else did we have? Make sure Ibrahim Sida, make sure you collect your prize. You haven't collected it as well. All these prizes are just here. You know what? If you don't take them, I'm going to take them. Sana Hamid, 5 years old. You were also one of our winners last week. And make sure you collect your prize before I have it myself, inshallah. So, you know what? Do we have a call? Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
And who am I speaking to?
Bimani Duet.
Bimani Duet. And how long were you waiting on call for?
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Oh, I thought you were there all that time. But no worries, inshallah. What will you be reciting for us today?
Part 1 of the Sirah song.
You can start when you're ready, inshallah.
In the name of the most merciful, for whom these words are said, we recount the noble Sirah of his Prophet Muhammad, as Allah and all his angels send blessings on the Nabi. O believers, pray for peace and blessings on him faithfully. It had been 600 years since the earth has seen a guy, from the time of the Messiah who had not been crucified. But before he was raised up to Bani Israel, he said, after me will come another messenger whose name will be Ahmad. In the centuries that followed, humankind had gone astray from the message of the prophets and the pure and natural way. They had turned to man-made idols filled with ignorance and pride, in God besides Allah, so that his oneness was denied. La ilaha illallah, 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 Muhammadur Rasulullah, alayhi salatullah. It had been 600 years since the earth had seen a guy, from the time of the Messiah who had not been crucified. But before he was raised up to Bani Israel, he said, after me will come a messenger whose name will be Ahmed. All the weak ones were oppressed and many wrongs were seen as right. In the darkness mankind wandered till Allah would send his light. On a blessed day in springtime in the year called Amafi, in the desert town of Makkah was to come the final feast. Abdullah, the Prophet's father, never lived to see his son. Amina was honored by Allah to bear the chosen one. Praise in heavens and on earth, he praised the world on Monday morn. Allah was merciful, the universe, and Muhammad was born. La ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah. He was the son of Abdullah, who was Abdul Muttalib, son of Hashim, then Abdul Manaf, the brave and handsome one, then Hussein, then Khilad, then Murad, then Ka'ab, then Lu'ay, son of Walid, son of the hero Quraysh, as they would say, to Adnan, the father of the Arab tree, his family tree, who would lead to Ibrahim, through Ismail, his progeny. So his life was passed from noble loins to womb, so chaste and pure. Once he came into this world, it would abide forevermore. La ilaha illallah, 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 Muhammadur Rasulullah, alayhi salatullah. As an infant he was suckled by Halima after birth, turned away by Allah when Nasheed who did not know his worth. So the best of God's creation seemed in front of them helpless, till a day would come when they would turn to him in their duress. Angels bathed his heart in Zamzam and replaced it in his chest. Those around him knew this blessed child was different from the rest, raised by Uncle Abu Talib after both his parents died. So an orphan at an early years, Allah was by his side. He protected him and saved him from the evil and obscene. So trustworthy was he, Muslim call him Al-Amin. La ilaha illallah, 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 Muhammadur Rasulullah, alayhi salatullah.
MashaAllah, that was amazing. I really enjoyed that, mashallah. You know what? I was absolutely outstanded by that. You know what? That was amazing, mashallah. Jazakallah so much for that, Muhammad and Sabah. That was amazing, mashallah. Would you like to give salams to anyone?
The whole of the Muslim Ummah.
The whole of the Muslim Ummah. Salams for me and everyone in the studio. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaykum salam.
So, mashallah, bring those calls coming in. Let's see who we have coming on next, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
And everyone in the studio. Assalamu
Wa alaikum salam.
I can hear myself now. Who's this? Am I talking to myself now? And who am I speaking to? Fatima Zahra. And you are, how old are you?
9.
9 years old. And what will you be reciting for us today?
A surah.
A surah. You can start when you're ready, inshallah.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Ameen. Sadaqallahu al-Azim. MashaAllah. That was amazing, Fatima. Very nice, MashaAllah. Would you like to give salams to anyone?
The whole Ummah.
The whole Ummah. Salams from me and everyone in the studio. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
And let's see who we have coming on next. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Welcome.
And who am I speaking to?
Aisha.
Aisha. And what is your surname, Aisha?
Aisha Saad.
Aisha Saad. And you are 4 years old. Wow, mashallah. What will you be reciting for us today?
Nasheed.
And Nasheed, you can start when you're ready, inshallah.
Allahumma salli ala Mustafa Habina Muhammad alayhi salam. Allahumma salli ala Mustafa Habina Muhammad alayhi salam.
Wow, mashallah. That was amazing, Aisha. Mashallah. Would you like to give salams to anyone?
Huh?
Would you like to give salams?
How are you feeling today?
Me, I'm feeling very good, alhamdulillah. How are you feeling?
Good.
Wow, mashallah. Are you going to give salams to anyone?
The whole Ummah.
The whole Ummah. Salams from me and everyone in the studio. Jazakallah for calling. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
And who am I speaking to?
Yusuf Patel.
Yusuf Patel. And you are 9 years old. Is that right?
Yeah.
And what will you be reciting for us today?
Surah Humza.
Suratul Humaza. You can start when you're ready, inshallah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ويل لكل همزة لمزة الذي جمع مالا وعدده يحسب أن ماله أخلده كلا لينبضن في الحطمة وما أدراك ما الحطمة نار الله الموقدة التي تطلع على الأفئدة إنه عليهم مؤصدة في أمد ممددة.
Sadaqallahul Azim. MashaAllah. That was amazing yourself. Would you like to give salams to anyone?
Yeah, my mom, my dad, you, and my family, and especially a big salam to my cousin Isa and the whole Muslim Ummah.
Insha'Allah. Salams from me and everyone in the studio. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam.
And let's see who we have coming on next, inshallah. Let's see who we have coming on next. Bring those calls on the number 011648228086. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
And who am I speaking to?
Sarah Patel.
Sarah Patel. Are you 11 years old? Am I right?
Yes,
MashaAllah. What will you be reciting for us today?
Surah Inshallah.
Inshallah, you can start when you're ready.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب.
Sadaqallahul Azim. MashaAllah. I really enjoyed that, mashallah. Jazakallah so much for your call, Sarah. Would you like to give salams to anyone?
My sister would like to call after giving salam.
Insha'Allah. Salams from me and everyone in the studio. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Sophia's gonna call next.
She's going to call next, inshallah. That's fine. Is she going to call or she's coming on now?
This is on now.
Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
And am I speaking to Safia?
Yeah,
And what is your surname, Safia? Safia Patel?
yeah,
And let me guess your age. 6 years old?
yeah.
Wow, mashallah. What will you be reciting for us today?
I'll be reciting Surah Al.
Inshallah, you can start when you're ready, inshallah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
Sadaqallahul Azim. MashaAllah. That was amazing, Safia. Would you like to give salams to anyone?
My mom, my dad, my sister, and the whole Muslims in the whole entire world.
Inshallah. Salams from me and everyone in the studio. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam.
And let's see who we have coming on next, inshallah. Keep those calls coming in, inshallah. Let's see who we'll have on the next call. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. And who am I speaking to?
Mediha.
Madiha. You are 8 years old, is that right?
Ji.
MashaAllah. What will you be reciting for us today?
Tala al-Badru alayna.
You can start when you're ready, inshallah.
Inshallah. Tala al-Badru alayna min saniyadil wada wajaba shukru alayna mada'a lillahi da mada'a lillahi da. Oh, the white moon rose over us from the valley of Wada, and we owe it to show gratefulness where the call is to Allah, where the call is to Allah. أيها المبعوث فينا جئت بالأمر الموسع جئت شرفت المدينة مرحبا يا خير دا مرحبا order. Oh, you who are raised among us, coming with the word to be obeyed. You have brought to the city nobleness. Welcome back, caller to God's way. Welcome back, caller to God's way. Oh, Rasulullah, Habiballah, Nabiballah. Oh, Rasulullah, Habiballah, Nabiballah. Sallallahu ala Muhammad, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Sallallahu ala Muhammad, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
MashaAllah, that was amazing, Matiha. I really enjoyed that, MashaAllah. Jazakallah so much for your call. Would you like to give salams to anyone?
I'd like to give salam to you, your family, everyone in the studio, and the whole ummah.
Inshallah. Jazakallah so much for that. Salams from me and everyone in the studio. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam.
So, MashaAllah, let's see who we have coming on next. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
And who am I speaking to?
Adam Bapu.
Adam. And you are 4 years old, am I right?
Yeah.
And what will you be reciting for us today?
Hello, bin Nas.
Inshallah, you can start when you're ready.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بالناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس.
MashaAllah, Sadaqallahu al-Azim. Jazakallah so much for that, Adam. Would you like to give salams to anyone?
The whole ummah.
The whole ummah. Salams for me and everyone in the studio. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And let's see who we have coming on next, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Oh no. And who am I speaking to?
Your brother?
MashaAllah. I'm glad you didn't say loved brother. But how old are you, Abdurrahman?
11 years old.
11 years old. What will you be reciting for us today?
I'll be reciting a surah.
Inshallah. Don't recite the whole surah like last time, inshallah, because we've got many people waiting on the queue. But inshallah, you can start when you're ready.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد صدق الله العظيم.
Sadaqallahul Azim. MashaAllah. Jazakallah so much for that, Abdurrahman. Would you like to give salams to anyone?
I'd like to give salams to the whole ummah, you and Akif.
Inshallah. Salams from me.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Salams from me and everyone in the studio. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
So, MashaAllah, that was Abdurrahman. Let's see who we have coming on next, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
And who am I speaking to?
Yusuf.
Yusuf. And what's your surname, Yusuf?
Saad.
Yusuf Saad. And you are 9 years old, is that right?
Yeah.
And what will you be reciting for us today?
Nasheed.
And Nasheed, you can start when you're ready, inshallah.
حسبي ربي جل الله ما في قلبي غير الله نور محمد صلى الله لا إله إلا الله حسبي ربي جل الله ما في قلبي غير الله نور محمد صلى الله لا إله إلا الله.
MashaAllah. Wow, that was amazing. MashaAllah. Really nice, Yusuf. And would you like to give salams to anyone?
The whole ummah.
The whole ummah. Salams for me and everyone in the studio. Jazakallah for calling. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum assalam.
So, mashallah, that was Yusuf. Let's see who we have coming on next, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
And who am I speaking to?
Alicia.
Alicia. And let's see, Alicia. Have you called before, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember your name. And you are, let me see. Can I guess your age first?
Okay.
Are you 10 years old?
Yeah.
And your surname is Kareem, am I right?
Yeah.
Wow, I know everything, mashallah. And what will you be reciting for us today?
The last 3 ayahs of Surah Baqarah.
Inshallah, you can start when you're ready.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. لله ما في السماوات وما في الأرض. وإن تبدوا ما في أنفسكم أو تخفوه يحاسبكم به الله ويغفر من يشاء ويعذب من يشاء والله على كل شيء قدير. آمن الرسول بما أنزل إليه من ربه والمؤمنون كل آمن بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله لا نفرق بين أحد من رسله وقالوا سمعنا وأطعنا غفرانك ربنا وإليك المصير.
Sadaqallah. Oh, mashallah. You can say, continue.
لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها لها ما كسبت وعليها ما اكتسبت ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إثما كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين.
Sadaqallahul Azim. MashaAllah. That was absolutely amazing. Really, really nice, MashaAllah. And would you like to give salams to anyone?
My family and the whole ummah.
Insha'Allah. Salams from me and everyone in the studio. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam.
And let's see who we have coming on next. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
And who am I speaking to?
Zahra. I'm Hasanain Ibrahim.
What was that?
Hasanain Ibrahim. I'm Zahra Ibrahim.
Zahra Ibrahim. And oh yeah, I remember you called in yesterday, isn't it?
Yeah.
MashaAllah. And what will you be reciting for us today?
Life.
Live. Ooh, I'm gonna be very interested about this, Nasheed. You can start when you're ready.
I followed this path again, I see. Anyway, I had to know it's gonna be hard. It's a task that I have to succeed. I know that Allah, you're with me. I believe that you'll help me when I fall. To make me a better person from inside. Forgive me when I think the times that I lied. Protect me from more harm. Make this one go on. I know it's hard, but it's easy to say. So I live in my way. In hopes that I don't go astray, thinking on the memories that I put my heart at ease. I know it's tough, but it's how it is. The memory is all that I do. Happy love is much. It's just keep a coming until it go by. It's just how we live all our lives.
MashaAllah. I was absolutely shocked and absolutely gobsmacked. MashaAllah, that was amazing. I really, really enjoyed that. MashaAllah, I can see the effort that you put in. And you know what, just to confirm for me, what was your name again?
Hasanain Ibrahim and Zahra Ibrahim.
Hasnain and Zahra Ibrahim. MashaAllah, you know what, you guys were amazing. And how old are you, Hasnain?
7 years old.
7 years old. And what about you, Zahra?
4 years old.
4 years old, mashallah. You guys were amazing. Would you like to give salams to anyone?
Alisa, my mommy and my daddy.
Insha'Allah. Salams from me and everyone in the studio. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam.
Insha'Allah. Let's see who we have coming on next. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
And who am I speaking to?
Umayma.
Umayma. Am I speaking to Umayma Kasam?
Yeah.
And you are 6 years old. What will you be reciting for us today?
Surah.
Insha'Allah, you can start when you're ready.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم كفى الله الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين.
Sadaqallahul Azim. MashaAllah. Jazakallah so much for that, Umayma. And would you like to give salams to anyone?
Yes, I would like to give salam to my cousins and everyone else in the studio.
Insha'Allah. And is your sister going to pray? Yeah, I knew it. Insha'Allah. Bring her on. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
And am I speaking to Khadija?
Yes.
Anna, what will you be reciting for us today?
Surah Nas.
Surah An-Nas. You can start when you're ready, inshallah.
قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر وسوسة الناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس.
Sadaqallahul Azim. MashaAllah. Jazakallah so much for your call, Umayma and Khadija. Would you like to give salams to anyone?
Yeah, I'd like to give salam to all my cousins and everyone.
Insha'Allah. Salams from me and everyone in the studio. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
And let's see who we have coming on next. We've got 7 minutes. Let's see if we can get these people. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
And who am I speaking to?
Huh?
Who am I speaking to?
Muhammad Zayan.
Muhammad Zayan. And how old are you, Muhammad?
5.
5 years old. What will you be reciting for us today?
Huh?
What will you be reciting for us?
Nasheed.
Nasheed, inshallah, you can start when you're ready.
Huh? Loibi Subhanallah Walhamdulillah Wa la ilaha illallah Wallahu Akbar Wala hawla wala quwwata illa billahil aliyyil azim. Glory be to Allah. All praise to Allah. There's no God but Allah. Allah is great. All powers and might belong to Allah, the Most High, the Great.
MashaAllah, that was amazing, Muhammad. And would you like to give salams to anyone?
Everyone.
Everyone, inshallah. Jazakallah so much for calling. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Barakatuh.
And let's see who we have next. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
And who am I speaking to?
Ibrahim.
Ibrahim. And what's your surname, Ibrahim?
Chamdi.
Ibrahim Chamdi. And how old are you, Ibrahim? 8 years old?
9.
9. Oh my days, you've had a birthday recently. And what will you be reciting for us today?
The first ruku of Surah Al-Baqarah.
Oh, inshallah, make it short though because we're very short on time, inshallah. But you can start when you're ready.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين الذين يؤمنون بالغيب ويقيمون الصلاة ومما رزقناهم ينفقون والذين يؤمنون بما أنزل إليك وما أنزل من قبلك وبالآخرة هم يوقنون أولئك على هدى من ربهم وأولئك هم المفلحون إن الذين كفروا سواء عليهم أأنذرتهم أم لم تنذرهم لا يؤمنون ختم الله على قلوبهم وعلى سمعهم وعلى أبصارهم غشاوة ولهم عذاب أليم.
MashaAllah. Jazakallah so much for your call, Ibrahim. Would you like to give salam to anyone?
The whole of my brother wants to say.
Alright, inshallah, bring him on, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam. And I think we've lost that call. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
And who am I speaking to?
Aisha said
Aisha Saeed. And how old are you, Aisha?
10.
10 years old. What will you be reciting for us?
I'm going to be reciting a portion of a Nasheed called that's the seerah of the Prophet Muhammad.
Inshallah. Make it short though. You're always calling very last minute though. But inshallah, call in. You can start inshallah when you're ready.
Okay. It had been 600 years since the earth had seen a guide from the time of the Messiah who had not been crucified. But before he was raised up to Bani Israel, he said, after me will come a messenger whose name will be Ahmed. In the centuries that followed, humankind had gone astray from the message of the prophets and the pure and natural way. They had turned to man-made idols filled with anger and some pride, taking God's besides Allah so that His oneness was denied. La ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah alayhi salatullah. Although weak ones oppressed and many wrongs were seen as right, in the darkness mankind wondered till Allah would send His light. And on a blessed day in springtime in the year called Am al-Fil, in the desert town of Mecca was to come the final seal. Abdul was the Prophet's father, never lived to see his son. Amina was honored by Allah to bear the chosen one. Praise in heavens and the earth, He graced the world that Monday morn. Allah's mercy filled the universe when Muhammad was born. La ilaha illallah.
I'm just gonna have to stop you there. I'm really sorry, but we're very short on time. Jazakallah so much for your call. And Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Let's see how many calls we can take last minute. Let's take the next call. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. And who am I speaking to?
Hamza.
And what's your surname, Hamza?
Patah.
Hamza Patas. And how old are you?
8.
8 years old. What will you be reciting for us, inshallah?
Surah Al-Nas.
Surah Al-Nas, you can start when you're ready, inshallah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس.
Sadaqallahu al-Azim. MashaAllah. Jazakallah so much for your call, Hamza.
My brother wants to pray in the Nasheed.
I don't think so. There's any time for that. Make sure you tell him to come tomorrow because we're like 20 seconds left for the show left to finish, inshallah. Make sure you tell him to call tomorrow, inshallah. Yeah, inshallah. Jazakallah to all who called in. Unfortunately, we cannot take any more calls. The lines are closed and we are at the end of the show. But you know what? Jazakallah to all who called in. Make sure you call in early tomorrow to get those calls in as soon as possible. Tomorrow we will not be here, but we'll be here on Thursday, inshallah. So tomorrow we'll not be here, but